Hi everyone, my name is Mas and my question to you is, do you know what's an AI browser? Well, allow me to explain. It's basically a virtual assistant. Yes, VAs are cooked. And let me make something very clear. This is not a software that clicks on stuff or a script or whatever. It can see and understand a website just like a human does. Okay, huh? Fuck are you saying? Okay, I'll give you an example. Think of it like a train on a track. It can only go exactly where the tracks are laid. If a website changes its layout or a pop-up appears, a regular tool crashes. So, an AI browser agent is like a self-driving car. Just give it a destination. For example, you can say, go to Google Maps, find me plumbers in this area and check if their Instagram link works. The AI figures out how to navigate the site, close out any pop-ups, read texts, and bring you back the exact data you asked for. In a nutshell, it is an AI that operates a web browser on your behalf, handling all of the repetitive and boring tasks completely on autopilot. Now that we know what BrowserAgent is on the surface, it's time to dive deeper. Well, this is it. This is the main page of BrowserAgent. We've got dashboard, missions, this is where you create the tasks. Mission, create new mission, let's say plumbers outreach. Now this is where you give a description or a prompt to the AI for it to do what you want it to do. Comes on the top of my head is a list of plumbers in Miami, include their contact information, and I would like the ones without a website. So I told it to focus on the businesses that don't have a website yet. Star URL optional, but google.com. Browser profile, we're gonna talk about this a bit later. Now this is the output format. We've got CSV, JSON, or text. This is where we could schedule our missions so they do not necessarily need to be executed right now. We could toggle this on, specify whether to run it once daily, weekly, specify the time, give a notification on the complete or if there is any error, or both, right? Now back to this browser profile, and this is only necessary when you need to have an account in a website in order for it to function. For example, like LinkedIn or Instagram, you must have an account in order to be efficient. Now let's say you want to do basic scraping for public sites like Google Maps, and you don't really need an account for Google Maps, so you can just leave no profile and you're good. But let's say you want the AI agent to scrape leads on LinkedIn or send private messages on Instagram. You can't do that without logging in first. You add, now this is where you type the website's URL you wish to log into or you wish the AI to log into. You give a name to this profile, give your email of course, and your password, your credentials. After that you click on add profile. Now this is our created profile, fully encrypted. As you can see, we can edit it however we want. We can even delete it. Now back to the missions, and we can now select our recently created browser profile. Now what did we just do here? By selecting this saved browser profile, the AI would try to log in to your account in its own browser instance, right? And obviously there will be multiple authentication or something. Now you'd have to do that manually the first time. However, it will save the cookies, it will save all of the data in its instance, and it becomes completely on autopilot after that. If you ever wish to have something be done on your LinkedIn account, you can just run the mission and it will automatically log in. It will remember the session, and yeah, you do not need to manually verify it every time. Now let me give you a real example of a mission you can run right now. Let's say we want to target roofing companies in Austin, Texas, in order to find out who has a broken website or a dead social media link. So if I happen to type a basic lazy sentence in our browser agent, for example, go find me roofers in Austin, Texas, and check their website, the AI is definitely going to get confused, as he may get stuck on a privacy policy pop-up, or click a random ad, or even give me a messy list that I cannot use for anything. So in order to get the actual results, the AI needs to know the exact steps. Just skip the Google ads, open the top 10 Google Maps results, and specifically look at the contact forms and the social media links in the footer. This is why giving the AI the exact prompt is everything. If your prompt is too abstract, then the AI agent fails. But if the prompt is highly structured, then the AI agent works every single time. It navigates to the website like a real human, extracts the clean data, and dumps it in a spreadsheet while you're asleep. But how the hell do you come up with such sophisticated prompts? Now this is exactly why I built this command generator for you guys. So instead of dealing with prompt block, you can just use my generator template. Now let's say you'd like to do audits for businesses' websites, right? Write in the target niche, I wrote in it plumbers, target location Miami, and the core objective is obviously SEO and tech stack audit. Once we run compile mission sequence, we get two sequences. I'm gonna pick the first one. We always pick the first one. Paste, write the mission name, and no need to make a browser profile because we'll be operating on the Google Maps, and we run mission. And the great thing about BrowserAgent is you can see everything happening in real time. Now it might not be that fast. I mean, it is not hosted on your computer, so it might take a little while. However, it's not gonna consume much on your computer's resources. Okay, it is completed finally. Took roughly about 9 minutes. I ran the mission before and it took me only 4 minutes, so almost half of this time frame, but it's done. Now we get the business name, the URL, and the SEO deficiencies. We've got about one here. It has the copyright footer that shows 2024, and that's it. So I'm giving away the command generator for completely free as a bonus if you decide to sign up for BrowserAgent through my link down below. Now onto the next section. We've got here templates, and this is basically missions that are already prepared for you, so you do not need any prompts or anything like that. We've got here LinkedIn profile researcher, already has the command, and you just go ahead and run it. But before that, obviously you need to create the profile like I showed you before on browser profiles right here. Add profile, linkedin.com, your name, the name of the profile, not your name, and this is the email and the password. Once it is created, go back, you select it from here, you run. And we've got multiple categories as well. got lead generation, social media, e-commerce, etc. Jobs and outreach for the unemployed bros. We've got scheduled. This is, and you toggle this in the missions, like I've mentioned to you before. Create mission. This is where you toggle it on. Now, mission builder. Now, if you've ever used workflow automation tools like N8N, this is the exact same concept. But instead of connecting backend APIs together, you are chaining together real visual browser actions. You can tell Node 1 to scrape a page, you can tell Node 2 to process the content of the previous scraped page 1, you can tell Node 3 to paste the output into a completely different website or a form for you. If you'd like me to go more in depth into this mission builder feature, please do it in the comments section. Now, some of you might be asking this: if I'm logging into my social media accounts or putting business data into this cloud engine, is it actually safe? Fair question. Here's how it works. BrowserAgent uses isolated cloud sandboxes. So when you create a browser profile, it does not touch your computer or look at your local files. Instead, it opens a separate, highly secure window in the cloud. On top of all of that, your data is completely encrypted. All of these saved login session and the cookies, of course. Nobody can read those, even the software itself. Now again, if you decide to sign up through my link, you will get the mission control panel command generator like I've showed you before. You'll also get the technical diagnostics matrix as the second bonus. And lastly, for the third bonus, you'll get the cold email outreach. And that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.